Hello there, this is Ken Faulkner, and I got another knife video for you. Yes, another new Spyderco in the collection. Might not be a surprise because I did kind of leak it. I didn't tell you what it was, but I don't know, maybe I did. Maybe I leaked something on it. But I couldn't help myself. I'm just so excited. I'm so excited. I remember when this one was being talked about for the longest time, talked about that it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. And man, I'm really excited about it. I knew other people that were excited about getting it. And they came out and it was like, oh, is that the price? So, and I don't know. I saw the price a couple places. It was up there around $300. And at the time, I had its kind of in-house competitor already in my possession, and it was like, well, I already got that one. We're going to talk about that. I already got that one, so I mean, maybe I don't need this one because $300. So anyway, recently, I saw it on somebody's channel, and it looked different than I'd ever seen it before. I'd seen it before, but it had different scales. And where I saw it was on Behind the Edge. Nick Edwards, you know, it's no surprise that I really like his channel, and I particularly like his taste in knives. And also, he had gotten that knife from DNK Knives. There's one of the stickers. DNK's got the best stickers, guys. So what happened was, and we've seen this one before, but this one's funny. They're all kind of rolled up, but look at this one. This is proof positive. I showed this to my girlfriend. I said, see, it's not bad that I need a new knife because there's this always makes you worse off afterwards, way worse afterwards. But look, this is where you are before you have that new knife. Look how happy. That's a great sticker, before and after. DNK. So anyway, I got a bunch of stuff from him from several times that I bought from him. If you do buy from him, make sure you go and use Behind the Edge 10, and just go to make sure you get the right spelling. Go to Nick's channel, Nick Edwards, and these are all bent. I'm gonna get these out of the way. They're all rolled up. I'll flatten them out so they're better later. Anyway, so he had this. So if you've been watching his channel, you've already seen this one. I've seen it with like the black handles, and it just didn't look very impressive. I think I saw it at shows with it's the black handles. It didn't look very impressive. I don't know when these blue G10 handles came along. You know, obviously the black ones are G10, but they have that texture, that regular texture. But this one is like a matte sort of thing, and that color blue is just amazing. I really like it a lot. Now they do have aftermarket scales for these, and it's a chance, but I like these scales a lot. They are the flat ones. It's kind of nice to have a little contour, but yeah, very flat. But man, they look nice. Immediately when I saw it, I'm going, man, that reminds me of the Slish Boy. Reminds me of that knife, and I really like this knife too. So anyway, and just the kind of the way it comes up, I don't remember the other scales having this kind of, and how it kind of covers the hole a bit. That's kind of very much like this one. Of course, this one's cut out, but on the other side, it kind of covers the hole, and it just reminded me of it. And so that's a plus. Obviously, it's got the regular clip that's on there. There's the knife. And we know that this one is very much like this one, which is the Shaman. Bodacious and Shaman. And yes, very similar. Of course, this does have the aftermarket scales with the contouring on the sides. I mean, they are flat in the middle, but it does have that contouring on the sides. It does have a deep carry clip already there. And I got the OCD for EDC CME, compression made easy on this one. And I really like it a lot. I actually haven't put it on any other knives, but one of the big reasons why is this one had that kind of nub issue here, where when it closes, it kind of gets in that area. And this really, it has a little area for that to go in underneath the CME. Can't really see it. And I just wanted to try it out and just make sure that when it glues on there, it stays. Man, it's staying on really well. I kind of wish I'd gotten the titanium one. I might try to take this off at some point and get the titanium one. Anyway, super happy with this knife, and that's kind of why I was like okay with not getting the Bodacious. But then the Bodacious came in this version, not only with the blue G10 that's flat, and it's got some texture to it. It's not real super grippy, but it's got that kind of, I don't know, it's kind of like that chalkboard kind of texture where it's not slick. It's got kind of a nice feel to it, really. Anyway, and it also came out in Spy 27, and I did not have that in my collection. And if you watch my channel, you know that I am checking boxes on steels. Man, there's so many out there. One of these days, I'm going to count all the steels that I have. I must have 24 different steels or more in blades, different knives. I guess I got to kind of combine the 440, 448, 440C, maybe put those all in one category. Maybe the stainless steel ones, maybe that can all group in with the 440. I don't know. Because there's so many little different things on different steels. But anyway, this is the Spy 27, which is specifically worked out with, from my knowledge, which is not the best. I am not the expert at steels, but you can see the Spy 27 there. Worked out with Spyderco and Crucible. God rest their soul. So I don't know where that lies as far as the future and where the ownership of that what do you call it, recipe, I guess you'd call it, is going to fall later on. This is a USA made, just like the Shaman. So it is USA made earth, Golden, Colorado, which is always a plus. And this one is a very big blade as far as the length is concerned, because they don't have that finger choil. Now, if you watch, I like that finger choil. I really like that finger choil. And that was kind of like another thing. It's like, I like that finger choil. So why would I get the Bodacious? Man, if you've ever handled a Shaman or a Bodacious, this jimping right here, even though it doesn't have a thumb ramp, it doesn't have a thumb ramp to kind of like you get on the paramilitary 2 and a lot of other ones. You get that thumb wrap when the hole kind of goes up and then back down again. But this is so grippy, and it's exactly the same on this one, except it's brand new, so it's not even worn in at all. It just grabs on. It's like you're stuck to it, and yeah, so nice. Compression. So if you're a fan of the compression lock, as I am, you're gonna love this. Great access. This does not have a nub because it doesn't have this thing on it. But otherwise, very much the same. Not a lot of difference in the blade shape. And I really like this blade shape. I do. I think it's the other one that everybody thinks of that's ugly, that when it really humps up. But that one gives you that great thumb ramp, which makes it beautiful to me. But this one has got more cleaner lines. Maybe even this one is even cleaner. And it also has this little, like I said, when it's closed, and I don't know. I guess I should go back and try to find other pictures of the Bodacious. I don't remember seeing it ramp up like that. And so when it's open, you got yourself a little spot. It's not a thumb ramp on this side, but it's got a spot that kind of holds you in. So you're not going to slide up on the blade. which is really nice. And of course, this handle, just like the Shaman, the handle is plenty big for your fingers to hold on to it. And now you got a little bit more cutting edge because you got all the cutting edge of the Shaman plus that half of the finger choil there. So it is a very cool knife. Now I think you can see it. It's subtle, but the blade thickness is just a little bit thinner. I'm pretty sure. Let me pause and I'll get the calipers out. Okay, got the calipers out, and we'll check it out because it could be an optical illusion. A lot of times that's just the way it is. I've also grabbed the scale because I want to see. I feel like you really need to compare these two knives. If you're going to look at the Bodacious, you really got to kind of look at the two knives because the Shaman is just such a classic. So we're at 0, and we're going to check here at the thickest point. We're at 0.145. So 0.145, and I may have heard this from people. So 0.125 at the thickest point. So definitely thinner. I mean, it's only 20 thousandths, but yeah, definitely thinner. Now let's check the weights. Now the weight is going to be skewed because this one's got the titanium scales on it. And I'm not going to disassemble it and do all that kind of crazy thing. But I'm pretty sure that the Shaman is going to be a heavier. So this is not scientific because obviously we've already kind of defeated that side-by-side comparison. 4.5 ounces with the Bodacious. And this one's 6.6. Definitely heavier. But I think definitely obviously the blade's thicker. So part of that is going to be the blade for sure. But not all of it. So what am I saying? What am I trying to say here? Let's see how long the blade is on this. Let's get the cutting edge. See if we can. We got the calipers out. We'll kind of go from here to the tip. Get this out of the way. From there to there. Try to get accuracy. So 3.6. 3.6. And this one, the cutting, see, that significance difference. Not that you really need more than 3 inches of cutting edge. So this one is right at, if you're going from the tip at the back to the tip of the blade, it's like 3.17, 3.18. So yeah, you can see you're definitely getting more cutting edge. Now you also, I don't know, will this one, because neither of them have sharpening choils. And there's that whole thing about sharpening choils and whether or not you're going to get the sharpening choil caught up in the cut, like on cardboard or something like that. But I don't think you're really going to get this choil in there because you have this little nub in between. Now, if you do the nub removal, you might have an issue with that, and you might end up with the cardboard dropping down into this finger choil area. But if you keep it stock with the nub in place, I don't think that's going to happen. And I don't think it's going to happen here either. So I mean, I am not unhappy about giving up a little bit of cutting edge as long as I can get a decent amount anyway. 3 inches is a decent amount. I can give up a little bit of cutting edge for a nice little finger choil because I really like that choke up position. All in all, I still am a bigger fan of the Shaman. But when I take the price, which is like $225 on DNK, it's where I got it. I didn't shop around. I really like to be a patron of DNK because I know he supports the knife community. He's the only knife store that has ever sent me knives, ever. And that's makes him like big in my book because I don't promote it. He just hit me up. He hit me up, And so I do like to go to his store, and if I find something I like, I'll pick it up there, and I'll use Nick's 10% off, and free shipping I think goes with that, which adds up a decent amount. And then I end up with it being closer to $200 for the knife before taxes. Of course, taxes is always going to jump in there. The government's always got to, they always got to get your money, right? They get your money when you make it. You get your money when you spend it. All the time, they're always getting their piece. Never mind. I don't want to get political here. But anyway, so now this is, even though it's not as favored as the Shaman is, it is more affordable. You know, not in a big way. I don't know what Shamans are going for right now. I know when I got this one, it was pretty hard to find them. And maybe more readily, but I know it's over like $225. It's got to be like upward, closer to $300. But for good reason, especially when you get the 15V version. But now I got the Spy 27 version, so yeah, it's a nice. I'm really happy with this this new Bodacious and fitting it into the collection. I am going to come up with the Spider Code collection pretty soon. It's been growing. I think we're up at 21 now. I don't have any on the horizon yet, but man, it's probably my favorite knife company right now. And they got so much stuff. So many different great knife designs. So anyway, enough talking. Oh, wow. Yeah, I went pretty long. Enough talking. Thanks for watching. And I hope you're excited about as excited about the Bodacious as I am. And I'll see you on the next one.